Hello YouTube. Let's go ahead and crack open a bunch of new greenlight. First up is a hobby exclusive. This is a 1968 Ford Club Wagon. Thought it looked cool because, I don't know, it's like a bus that your church or your school would have had. Originally wasn't going to pick up this yellow variation until I seen it at the hobby shop. And then I had to have it. I just might go after every variation. We have a couple new auto rolled and racing champions too. So we'll go ahead and crack all of them open. Next is a 1967 Ford Mustang Ski Country Special. And this is Ford Ski Country Special. And it's a hobby exclusive. There was one in a similar to this that came out in a diorama, like a Rocky Mountain diorama or something like that. And I have an error. Let's see if you guys can figure out where my error is on this. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh! I'm missing a tire. What the heck, greenlight? And the way it sits in the blister, you would have never known, because it sits like this. So now what, greenlight? I gotta buy a Ford wheel pack to replace this. That's probably the worst quality control product I've ever got from Greenlight, is missing a tire. There might have been another Greenlight that came with a spare tire on the back, a truck, and it was missing a tire. So yeah, I think this has happened more than once to me. A Greenlight missing a tire. Just looking around, hoping maybe it fell out when I opened it, but I don't see a tire laying anywhere. Well, anyways, it's still a really awesome car. Has this skis on the back of it. Huh. Not very much of the axle sticking out. I'll have to look around on my floor better. I don't think the tire ever made it into the package. I think when they snapped it on, it instantly fell off and somehow ended up still getting packaged. So I'll get a little bit longer axle and a new set of tires. Not bad tires. Wish they quit putting this white line on here, because it's always off. They never get it right. That's doing the white wall seems to be the hardest detail for Greenlight to get right. They're always off. They don't look bad when they're on. Most of the time they're off. Next we got a 1982 GMC K2500 from the Greenlight Hollywood series, number 26. This is from the Fall Guy. Which I kind of remember the show when I was young. think I was pretty young when this show was out. Awesome looking GMC truck though. Looks really good with the roll bar, the brush guard, like the big mutters. Next, we got the 1987 Chevy Caprice Taxi, New York State Taxi. Do love the New York liveries. Don't matter if it's a taxi, a truck, police truck, a police car. Looks really awesome. Of course, it's a taxi you would have definitely seen in the 70s, 80s, 90s. And we're going to crack open a couple auto rolled. I will be getting the cases of these. This is release 2 for 2020. This is version A of the Chevy Silverado, making 10,808 of them. It's not limited at all. I ordered both of these thinking they were a hobby exclusive. Pre-ordered them. So we'll be ordering the cases, so I'll have extras of these two. But yeah, I pre-ordered them a couple months ago. Kind of jumped the gun when I seen it on eBay. Looks really awesome in this bronze. This is my favorite stance that they've released it in so far. Just looks like the most factory. If you haven't saw the auto roll trucks yet, they do have opening tailgates and opening hoods. Very nice engine detail. The next one, a lot of people are gonna think it's an ultra red, but it is not an ultra red. This is just a red variation. The ultra red would have a white base, and I'm pretty sure white interior. There's only going to be one ultra red. You will find it on the A and B release. Still says new casting. I wonder if that's because it's new for 2020, but I think it came out in 2019. The last release of 2019. So it does look amazing. Kind of looks like an ultra red. But it's not. Stance. Looks pretty good. I love the quality of the auto roll truck. I think it feels like a lot better quality than the M2. Even though the bumpers are separate pieces on this, they just feel a lot more solid than the than the M2s. M2s just feel a little cheaper in the hand. These have a real good weight to them. Just really awesome trucks. course, if you watch my channel long enough, you know auto rolled is my favorite brand in 1/64. Absolute favorite. Mainly because the quality control of them is spot on most of the time, 99% of the time. So, should have called this an 80s video. A lot of these vehicles are 80s. The Caprice, the trucks. And this van. It's from 75, but you would have still seen one in the 80s. Now, I don't buy a whole lot of Racing Champs. This is limited to 2,000 pieces, so very, very limited. The Goldrush of this van looks pretty good too. I do not have it. When this was out in the stores, you could have got the Goldrush van pretty cheap on eBay. Usually because of the limited production, some of the Goldrushes can go for crazy freaking money. Like a couple $100, $200-300. But I love vans. I don't go too nuts with them, but I do pick up every variation that I like. So, this one looked freaking awesome with the horses on the side. Awesome, awesome van. Now, you would have seen them back in the day, the 70s and 80s, where they painted big murals on the side like this. This casting is very well done by Racing Champs. The van, you can see through the back doors. I thought they used to open. You know what? They still do. So how awesome is that? And there's a cage in the back. That's pretty cool. They actually open up very well. They shut very nice. You almost can't even tell they open. And the last one I'm not going to take out of the package, but it's a 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi in orange. Looks pretty freaking awesome in orange with the white fin. So this is a casting I do collect from M2, so very happy to have that. And I think that's all I got to show you for today. Let me know which one was your favorite. Mine today would definitely have to be the 2 auto rolled, but the burgundy one takes the cake for me. Crazy air. That truck is awesome. Fall guy. Say casting, I'll probably try to go after most of them. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. Well, please make sure to like, subscribe, and please leave comments. Thanks.